Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my house. So Jeff and I arrived here at Friends Camp RV Park in Manteca, California about a month ago, and he flew out the same day he got here. There's no sense to stay any further, and it took me a couple of weeks to kind of get settled into the RV park, but I really haven't had the opportunity to do a video because the weather's been really crappy outside. So California has been getting a lot of rain, and here in particular, we've had so much rain that everything's been flooded out. I mean, it's just been really nasty outside, and I just wasn't in the mood to do any videos, especially if the weather was just so crappy. But for the past few days, we've had awesome weather. I mean, the sun's been out, things have been drying up, and now I have the opportunity to get my videos going again. So I am, of course, living in my camper here, and I'm going to be living in the camper for the next several months, and it could possibly take me up until late October, even mid-November. Yes, I'm planning on living in this camper for that long. Well, I have a potential of living in this camper for that long. So last year I did a video, and you can see that right up here, of me adjusting to living in this camper. So I took what I've learned last year and kind of applied it this year, and it's made the transition a lot easier. But the weather has been really crappy outside, and I, on my days off, have been stuck in this camper and not really being able to enjoy much of outside. So I, when it's wet and nasty outside, I kind of just have to stay in here to pass the time. So, I'm watching TV, I do a little bit of cooking, and of course I'm on the computer a lot just to try and pass the time and, take some naps, and it gets to be a really lazy day. Trust me, I'm not complaining about it. I really enjoy lounging around as much as I've been doing now. But there are times where I do want to spend some time outside, but the weather really wasn't allowing me to do it. So last year I talked about my camper and what type of camper it was and what I was doing to adjust in it. And I know there's quite a few people that are now just watching this again. And so I just wanted to go over some of the basics of it and how I kind of live in the camper. So this is a Tab Max S. It's considered a teardrop tab from Little Guy. And it's approximately like 16 feet long and about 8 feet wide. Approximately. This has the full kitchen in the front, and I call it full kitchen because it has a refrigerator, stove, a 2-burner stove, a sink, and some storage areas for pots and pans. It also has in the back part of it a twin-sized bed that when everything's all folded out can be equivalent to a queen-size bed. And Jeff and I, we usually have the queen-size bed out when we're traveling cross-country for both of us. So that on either side I do have a couch. One of the couches I use to hold the containers that contain or that I store my clothes in or keep clothes in. Also, my printer is located on top of those containers, and that's by the TV. And on the other side is like a couch, a small little couch for me to sit down and work on the computer, or even watch TV or eat on. The Tab Max S also has a what we call a wet bath. So it is a combination toilet and shower in one area. And I'm kind of a little taller to just stand in the shower, so I have to literally sit on the toilet in order to shower myself. Now to me this type of showering is very adequate. It doesn't I don't have a problem at all showering in this type of condition. This camper also has an AC unit as well as radiant heating. The radiant heating is by Alt, and it really does an awesome, sufficient job with heating up this camper. Lately it's been down into the mid-30s for the past couple of nights, and the Alt heater had kept this camper at around a very cozy 68 degrees. So one of the biggest issues that I have in living in the Tab is storage space. So I somewhat live out of my truck as well, and so keeping large items and stuff in my truck, and then when I leave to go to work or to go out shopping or something like that, I have to transfer those items from my truck to the camper in order to keep my truck safe, because as we know from last year, because I had items stored in my car, somebody felt the need to break my windows in and steal items from my car, and that's not going to happen this time. So what do I do about cooking? Well, I don't like using the two burners at the front of the camper, so I utilize a number of tools in order to prepare my meals. One of which is a small rice cooker that can also double up as like a thing that you can use to make stews, maybe a meal or two out of it because it's just so small and compact. And I also have a Coleman propane grill. As you see here, it's great. It has a grill and also a side burner that you can use small pots on. And then I also recently added a air fryer to it, and the air fryer is great. I kind of use it as a microwave oven. You just put your items in there. You can fry up meats from them being raw, and it's really nice. Also, I have a pressure cooker. A pressure cooker, I love this thing to death. Really cooks great meals in a short period of time. I mean, the meat is literally fall off the bone. And then I also have this little tiny tabletop grill, which is kind of nice. It was cheap. It's from an Asian market, and it really is very convenient to use. It uses a small butane can that kind of fits in and turns on, and you can just easily cook your meats on it. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to come back to this area was its proximity to San Francisco. Now, Jeff and I, we love San Francisco, and we really got to explore it last year, but I wanted to come back and really get to know San Francisco. So on a nice day, I decided to head out to San Francisco and enjoy the day.
Hey everyone, welcome to San Francisco. So I'm here, not close to the tourist pier, but close to one pier. And it's a beautiful sunny day. This is very rare this time of the year, so I had to come out and run through the city at a time like this. And so I'm standing here with Treasure Island in front of me, and the Bay Bridge right there, and of course behind me, Coit Tower, and of course the iconic building there in the background. So anyway, I'm going to be running through the tourist industry of San Francisco. And of course, later on today, I'm going to hit Chinatown and shove some serious authentic Chinese food in my face. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. I've missed San Francisco since I've been here, since I've left back in June. So I'm just gonna go crazy. Hey, so welcome to Pier 39. Behind me is the popular Pier 39, a very touristy, attractive place where you can do shopping and some eating. And just behind those buildings right over there, you can do seal watching. So the seals come up during the daytime, probably during the nighttime too. But they get up on the floating docks to sun, and you can really get a close-up view of them. They're pretty interesting. I'll take some videos of them. Oh God, I forgot how difficult it was to walk up the hills in San Francisco. They're even worse than Seattle, trust me. Hey everyone, well, we are at the bottom of Lombard Street, and this one block stretch of road has 8 hairpin turns, and unsurprisingly, you will see a lot of tourists at the bottom here across the street taking pictures of it, and also at the very top. And also unsurprisingly, you'll see a number of cars lined up at the very top to take this drive. This is definitely a must-see when you come to San Francisco. So just like New York City, Little Italy and Chinatown share the same border, and it is not uncommon to see Chinese restaurants and stores kind of blurring the border between the two. So here is a very classic example of that. Little Italy, Chinatown, with some Chinese restaurants and stores crossing the border. Hey everyone, welcome to San Francisco's Chinatown, and as you can see behind me, the Chinese New Year's Year of the Rooster Festival has spilt over into subsequent weeks, and there are a lot of people out here. This by far is my favorite neighborhood in all of San Francisco, and I typically will come and stuff my face with some authentic Chinese food, and you know, who couldn't? Look at this. It's just an awesome place to be. The weather is beautiful, and you can smell all the restaurants spilling out onto the streets. It just makes me hungry when I hit this neighborhood. Hey guys, well, from the Market Street area by Powell Station, I've had a great run through of San Francisco today and quite a few of its neighborhoods. I really enjoyed the weather. It was awesome, the perfect day to run around San Francisco. But there's eventually a time where I need to call it quits, and I guess that's it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to the BART station that'll take me back to my car in Dublin Pleasanton area. And I guess I just gotta wait till when Jeff comes here in a month to possibly head on back and enjoy this wonderful city.
So anyway, this is where I'm living, and I'm going to be living here for the next several months. So stay tuned for future videos, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I enjoy doing them for you. So anyway, y'all take care, and we'll talk to you later.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even